Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. So this is the first episode I'm recording in a row because every time I end up somewhere in the middle of a dungeon or in the middle of an area, there's no clean place to stop. So last episode, if you recall, we finished by defeating two unnamed troll things. And I just finished picking up the loot that dropped and selling it.
Can't do that yet.
So unfortunately that wasn't really too awesome. But it's worth money, and money is always good. So we are still on our way to the exit of this area, wherever that might be. We've cleared most of the map already, so there's not a lot of places left where the exit can be. And the minimap is now also showing where the exit is, at least a general direction. And of course, in case of options of navigating, always see do a full clear. Because there might actually be something useful over here. Okay, that's a closed door. This is not. I think if the exit is to the northwest, there might be an interesting boss or some loot or a side quest or something over to this side. I do love me some side quests and loot and all that good stuff. So, holy moly, how much can they think? Let's just take out the caster or something.
Can't do that.
Yeah, so the health bars move way too much to be good. Okay. Okay, in this case I might have been mistaken about how much interesting stuff there would be to this side. But at least we did a full clear. And full clears are good for you. They gain you experience and loot. That's all an adventurer really needs. Let's see. I have traveled through the smuggler's pass. Find a way forward. Hey, waypoint! Okay, so I was actually pretty close, which is good.
That skill's not ready.
But I don't really have too much loot yet, so let's just move on and see what we can find. So rotting soldiers are either corruption, and there is still a fight going on here between Beastkin and Grobles and the corrupted half-trolls. Triangle Enforcer. Also, he's got backup from witch doctors, geomonsters here. Let's take out everybody who can cast a spell before we go after the people who can wield a blade. Really oversized blade in this guy's regard. Quickening gem, that's a ring. Let's have a look at that in a moment after we pick up all the other things. Okay, so let's see. Epic ring. Extra lightning damage, electrocute damage, stun duration, energy regenerated per second, casting speed, and 1 point to full spread. I don't think full spread is part of my skill tree. It might be an Arcanist thing, I don't know. It sounds like an Arcanist thing. But I am doing quite a bunch of lightning damage. So, let's see, that might be useful. On the other hand, I don't really have anything to give up. So, whatever, it's gonna go into the stash for some future character. fork in the road. For now, let's follow the road. Might be that just wraps around and then it's easy to just piggyback and double check that cleared everything. Okay. Yeah, see? The road just curves. Okay, let's double check. It's over here before we continue following the road. There is a caster in the back. Let's take that one out first. Okay. Let's head back to the path. Hey, Briarthorn horrors! They mirror my own Briarthorn. And we're back on the road here. Hey, there's a detonation site down here. Don't have any dynamite on me though. Briarthorn monstrosity. I want one! I want one! It's bigger than the Briarthorn I've got. I wonder if the Briarthorn is actually going to change shape or if it's just going to stay the same. Witch Doctor, always go for the healers first. Okay, we just double back. Interesting. Ah, this leads to below. So, yep. Can't actually do much with this. 3 dynamites. Oh wow, that's a lot. That is quite a lot. So we'll have to find another way. Let's switch off the path behind the dynamite. Blocked the road. Or blocked roads. They will remain mysteries for a while longer. So this is a blockage that seems like it should be clearable. Okay, some of these Grobles here have also been corrupted, it seems. The crystals on his back. I would expect this to be unbreakable or something. There's practically a road going through it. Oh well. Let's head over here. Seems like there's a party going on top there. And it seems like the commanders have won. The Fleshwarp faction has won. Okay, that was a Riftstorm. Ooh, and a whole queue of zombies. Ooh, explode, explode, explode. Reanimator in the back, of course. Whoa, 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 whoa. Note to self, corruption, it hurts. It hurts quite a bit. So a little bit there that I didn't explore. Let's backtrack, do that before we move on. Might be something here. In this case, there was nothing. Okay, let's follow the road. Reminds me a bit of Act 1. They also went through fields. Whoa, that's a bunch of particle effects. Holy moly. Dominator. Come on, die already. Health. They do damage, but they have a lot less health than the other ones. Whoa. What's up with all these? Ah, cold ones. Dang it, those guys. And there is a boss in here. Okay. Let's take out the cold ones first. They slow everything to a crawl, which means slower attack speed, which means less damage. He keeps summoning these guys. Yeah, they just get reanimated by the way. Oof. He dropped some Arcanum oil, which I think is a buff that you can consume. A mixture employed by the Gildum Arcanum to enhance the focal properties of weapons. It's very temporary though, 30 seconds. It's good for energy regen and for extra elemental damage. Not really what I'm focused on. Right, scrap. Let's take out the casters first. Something seared my armor. Some did my armor have, I suppose it's called. Okay, give me that scrap. Thank you. Wondering how close I am to Homestead. On the map after the fight, of course. Couple steps back. Prospector's Trail, then Withering Fields, that's where I am right now. And then we got Homestead. Okay. Might actually end in the city this time. I'm also already seeing the waypoint on the map. That's pretty good. Also, let's not fight inside of these fields, just on the edge of it. They are going to tear me a new one. Or burn me a new one, or whatever it is that those rift fields do. Whole bunch of Grobles here. And then there are the rift spawn over there. Or the ether corruptions. Technically not rift spawn. Also someone had the idea to drop Lifestealer oil. 30% of attack damage converted into health. That's not a bad buff, to be honest. So can I equip it in one of the potions? Yeah, cool. Also Wendigo totem, that's my right click button thingamajig. So let's put the royal jelly on there, then at least I got some of the buffs just on the hot bar. If I want to use them, I got them on the ready. And we found Homestead. This is indeed what we were looking for. The Overlook Tillage. The entrance to Homestead is overrun by Aetherials. I've seen that before in the previous time. You. Stop raising the dead man. Seriously, it's not cool. Okay. Drop some more points off. Interesting things. Also, Haraf the Slaughterer. Doesn't have a asterisk over it. Star. He's just a big scary looking dude. Also he exploded with loot. I could get used to this. Click these tiny little boxes that move whenever you pick something up though. That's something I still have to get used to. It's just fiddler. But then again, if it's loot, you don't complain, you just take it. It's not what you would loot. Okay, and I think that's it. Speak to Douglas in Homestead. Okay. Wow, this is like a city. A proper city. Douglas Sullivan, Old Barrow. Welcome to Homestead, traveler. What brings you to our sanctuary? Well, I come from Devil's Crossing. I was wondering if we could trade for food. And we got some more Devil's Crossing reputation. Nice. I understand your predicament. I truly do. But I'm afraid we are not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. The Black Legion, hellbent on destroying every Aetherial and Catonian they see, they've lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they're trying to protect. So, what's the problem? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary. But it came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Captain Summer considers the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign and has deemed any further efforts to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. The Dermapterans, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant throughout our land, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here, belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be the ideal next steps in expanding our food production. If you could clear the Dermapteran egg clusters there, along with any Dermapteran protecting them, then perhaps I could convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that you are justly compensated. What do you say? Let's clear out some infestations. That is good. Let's see. Hello, stranger. We don't get many visitors out here anymore. Where do you hail from? I'm from Devil's Crossing. Oh, I heard that place got hit hard pretty... But I heard That place got hit pretty hard. There and Burwich. Seems you survived though. There are others, but we are running low on food. Wish I could help, but we're not doing so hot on supplies ourselves. Talk to my father. Maybe he'll figure something out. Yeah, okay. So basically these are all just lore bits. Just going to ignore them for now. You have a questie. Isaiah Redden. Seems our roads cross again. Glad to see you've survived the wilderness. I appreciate you letting me tell my side of the story back in Arcovian foothills. Most people wouldn't bother getting all the details straight. Oh, glad you've made it through. Say, I've gathered up quite a few interesting things while traveling out there. Don't suppose you'd be interested in buying something? Only the best deals for a friend. Excellent. So by not executing the guy on the spot, we've actually unlocked ourselves a merchant. Well, we can sell all the things too that we don't need ourselves. Let's see, one-handers, one-handers, one-handers. That's a hat. Already got a hat. Let's see, that's not an upgrade, that's an upgrade. That's not an upgrade either. That one also is going to be stashed. Such a variety in quality for loot. I mean, take this one for example. 300 damage per second less by switching to it. Yeah, that's not really competitive anymore. Or two-handers are just that overpowered due to the loss of defensive properties that you would otherwise get in a shield. On the other hand, oh wait, this is the one I've already had. Okay, let's see, is there anything that got completed? No, still just saving up for bits. Also, I have enough space here now that things are actually starting to accumulate. So, we don't use revolvers. Insulating chainmail cask of heroism. It's a lot of mods on it. Is it actually any good? Extra physical damage, internal trauma damage, extra physique, cunning and fire resistance. I'd say that beats what I currently have. But I shouldn't sell it then, right? I should actually just equip it. What's with the boots? That's... ooh, that's caster boots. Yeah, that's not gonna work out for me. So here we just extract the rigid shell, put it back on. And we're happy with it. You're around. Okay, I'll do that in between episodes. Let's have a double check, see if there's anything else in the town. Ooh, lore books. Black Legion scouting report. And there's a Inquisitor's book over there. Let's see, there's some... hey! Storage. That's good. So this is actually the second city, then. If it has proper storage and... Legion Smith, yep. Excellent, so can actually do smithing works here. All I need is an inventor. See anything you like? Quartermaster. Ah, I need to have good standings with them to actually buy these, so that's not actually relevant yet. More dialogue options, just for background lore stuff. As I said before, I could do with a inventor of sorts, salvage dealer, quartermaster. So there's a lot of vendors here. Last little bit over here, see what we got over there. Ah, this is just up the ramparts. And even more lore. Okay. Okay, so it seems like I have to go back to the first town to actually get items extracted from my gear. Oh wait, we got some lore bits. Let's read those and then call it an episode. So, Black Legion scouting report. I write this letter to report of extreme and disturbing ethereal activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warren of low stone walls, fences and occasional farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the fields unchecked. I made it to the valley of 2 hills near the river, when I witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh, drifting slowly across the land, as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core, and great writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting back shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowly and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying. It began glowing so bright I could hardly look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and in that time a great distance around the obelisk had been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act soon, or there will be nothing left to save. 6th Regimental Scouts of the Black Legion, Renal Oberach. So that's not quite good. Okay. Inquisitor Creed, 7th entry. Much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Krieg's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost, passed through darkness and flame, and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed key figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call Aetherials, I reasoned that it was only with the support from within the capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital could be spun as a political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus I cast the dice and raced towards the heart of Erulon, trying to conceal myself as best as I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at a squalid inn near the west gates in an effort to keep my arrival secret. Initially I sought out all acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior, I might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road carrying out my duties as an Inquisitor had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left then was to report back to the citadel of the Luminari and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and the crowds thinned in the street below, I rose to leave, but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all of the wards set against intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. That's the guy we met on our way here. Interesting. Okay, so we made it to Homestead. Next episode we'll see what else is there. If we find the Inquisitor, if we find the other guy, and what is lurking in the fields. Maybe we even find the creepy obelisk. Well, we will know next episode or thereafter. So until then, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.